Hi, good afternoon, everybody. Hi, Govind. How you are doing?
Yeah, hi, Saban. Yeah, hi. How are
Yeah,
you?
yeah, fine. Hi, good morning, good afternoon, audience. Today, I'm meeting with one of my friend and colleague, Govind Kulkarni. So he's a Python enthusiastic, and we both will be discussing that how a non-technical person can learn the Python and how he can utilize the Python for the daily life. So I will request everybody, those who are watching our video, please go back to our first part and watch that video. Okay, try to understand like why you should learn the Python and what is the motivation behind to learn the Python. And this is for a completely for a non-technical person who is
Right.
very much enthusiastic to learn the Python. So going forward, Govind, today
Yes,
we will
yes.
be discussing that what is Python interpreter and how you can install the Python in your local system and how you can utilize the some machine learning component in your daily data set. So the general perception is that okay, I am a non-technical person. I do not know anything about the data science and machine learning part, so I can't utilize that. So this is a completely a misconception. In our daily life, we are generating a lots of data, either from your daily shop or from your garment shop or from your daily Facebook, WhatsApp, or any kind of I will say social networking site. We are generating the data. Now, the most thing we can do it that utilizing that data is that I'm coming later into the second part of the discussion. From the very beginning, I will tell that go back to this Python interpreter site. That is the python.org and download your Python interpreter first. So that is your primary component to install the Python in your local system. That's simply a Python .exe file. It will be there for the Windows system. You just simple install it.
Okay.
Okay, that is your interpreter, basic interpreter. Now, second part of it is that you have to download a ID, suitable ID for that. In market, we have 2 to 3 IDs there for Python. One is for Anaconda, another one is for JetBrains, which is delivering PyCharm, and the third one is for Microsoft Visual Code, VS Code. So first thing is that yeah, any kind of ID is fine. Either you can download Anaconda ID, or you can go back to the JetBrains and install PyCharm, or you can go to your Microsoft website and you can download VS Code. Any ID is welcome. So just go to the Anaconda website and download your Anaconda. Either is for Linux version or for Windows version, and then install it. Okay, so once you install your IDE, always remember you have to integrate or you have to connect between your Python interpreter and IDE. Then only your IDE will execute your Python code. So same thing is for JetBrains also.
Right.
You go to the JetBrains website and download the PyCharm. There is two versions of PyCharm is there. One is professional and another one is community. If you install for professional, your license will be expired for after 1 month. But for community version, it is there is no license. It is a completely open source. You can utilize for your development and data analytics part. So coming back to the third ID, that is your Microsoft Visual Code. So Microsoft Visual Code is another popular IDE for Python. Always remember, either you install any of the IDE, then you have to go back to the configuration part or the setting part. There you have to integrate your Python interpreter that you have installed already. So that interpreter you have to integrate with your IDE. Then only you can write a small Python code and execute it. It's very so simple.
Yeah, Soman, as you explained, sorry for interruption. As
No,
you explained that there are many vendors that they provide the IDE, and may I know which is the best one, how industry decide, or which is in the top, what we say that whenever we are getting categorized a top 10 like that.
okay.
Can we
So
differentiate
yeah,
which is the best one to
I
pick?
got your point. Suppose I am a semi-technical person. I run a small business and I generate lots of data. So what I am planning to do is that I want to run some 3 to 4 lines of small piece of code to analyze the data or to apply some data science or machine learning component onto my data. So for that purpose, I will say that
Mm-hmm.
you go for Anaconda. There is a Python like ID is Anaconda. Jupyter notebook is there. There you can write some 3 to 4 lines of small piece of code, and you can get your desired result. Okay, so that is perfectly fine. Anaconda is perfectly suitable. But suppose somebody wants to develop a big software, big Python software. So for that purpose, I will always prefer the use the PyCharm. So PyCharm has the many advantage. It is giving you the virtual environment concept. Okay. So virtual environment
Mm-hmm.
is, I'm coming back down the later. So see, virtual environment is one concept where all your libraries and package like dependencies all will be clubbed together into your virtual environment folder. Okay, so that will make sure
Okay.
that suppose you are running one small Python code, so that will make sure that all your environment variable are inside the virtual environment. It should not be scattered
Mm-hmm.
generally. Okay, so now what I am planning to do that, see those are the primary thing. You can go to Google it and you can install all this. First thing is the interpreter you need, python.exe file, that is the interpreter one. And second thing is that
Yeah.
IDE. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
that IDE is the integrated development environment. So any of the IDE you download it and install it. So third step is that go to the setting or configuration and then connect between your interpreter and IDE. That
The
is the third
idea.
step.
Yeah.
So that is done. Now what you have to do, I'm going to show you like how your like PyCharm ID looks like. So this is the PyCharm ID. You see, this is a small piece of code is there. We can write many codes. We can practice it. So what I'm going to highlight it here is the Govind, is it visible?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Visible properly.
yeah. See, once you install it and once you install this one, here you can see in the left side corner, there is the virtual environment folder. Okay, so
Mm.
this folder will generate when you are going to install the ID. That time you have there is an option called virtual environment. You want to include the virtual environment, so that option you have to tick it. Then only this virtual environment will come. And the beauty of this is that inside this virtual environment, see, I am writing a small Python script here. Okay, all these scripts are clubbed together into this virtual environment folder. So
Mm-hmm.
that what does it mean? What that means that suppose I am going to install something. Suppose I am going to install NumPy or any other packages. Okay, so it is installing inside this virtual environment.
Okay.
Okay, so that means that all these environment variable and libraries, they all are being clubbed together into your virtual environment. The
Right.
second, and what today, what is my intention today is that, see, I am trying to show you, I am giving you a small case. Suppose you are running a small business and you are generating a daily, you are generating some data and you want
Okay.
to perform some kind of interpretation of that data. Suppose you are a shopkeeper who is running the business. Okay, so now you have some 1 week data. So daily, suppose you are selling some 10,000 product, you are selling it. Someday your selling is 6,000, someday your selling is 7,000. So you are a vendor or shopkeeper, you do not want to learn Python much, but yeah, you want to utilize the existing features of the Python so that you can analyze your data. So today what I am planning to do is that I wanted to show you how in a small piece of code, this is just a 22 lines of code, that it could be also it's a 11 lines of code because there is a lots of comment is there. Okay, so 10 to 11 lines of code, a piece
Mm-hmm.
of code can give you a good visual interpretation of your data. Okay, so what I am trying to do here, I am just utilizing these two library. One is your matplot libraries for plotting xyz plot, graph plot. Another one is your SK, sklearn, sklearn machine learning libraries. From there, I am
Mm-hmm.
utilizing the make blob data set. That is nothing but to create
Right.
a data set, and it is utilized
Mm-hmm.
for the classification algorithm. So what I am trying to do is that, suppose you have a data of 7 days data for the product sale. You want to classify the data that in which day the data like your product has been sold more, like more. So what is the, like, what is the classification of your data throughout the week? So that I'm going to do it. For here actually for
Okay,
my
to sort
utilize,
the top sale of the week. Yeah,
yeah, which
understood.
one is the top sale one, which one is the medium sale one, and what is the
Mm-hmm.
like associative property of those product selling. Okay.
To
So here
categorize the
actually,
things. Yeah.
here what I am trying to do is that I am trying to create a sample of 100, like 0 to 100 kind of a data, and I am going to utilize the center 4. So those are the, actually those are the things you can get it from your internet or Google Quit, you can get the code. But what I'm trying to do that, instead of sales you can pass your data here. So what the physical data you have, you can pass it here, and you can run this code. So that will give you a good visual impact of your data. So let me share this one. Are you getting my share?
Yeah.
So can you see the visibility, the graph you can see?
Yeah. There are three, four different colors: the
Yeah.
green,
So see,
orange, red, and green,
those are
blue.
the classification actually. Those are the very simple classification. So what I'm trying to
Okay.
say that, looking upon this visual diagram, you can understand in which day my product sale is high, in which day my product sale is
Okay.
low. Okay. And in which
Mm-hmm.
day, what time my product sale is high. It is not like that your
Right.
morning sale will be very high, afternoon sale will be very less, evening sale will be high. So depending on that, watching, like, you can visualize this graph and interpret it, that in my what time my selling is high, in which day my selling is high. Okay. So those kind of
Yeah.
basic interpretation you can do it using a machine learning component of the Python. Okay. So
Okay.
this
Mm-hmm.
code is very simple. You can Google it, you can get that one. Okay. Just always remember there is only two package we are utilizing it. One is your sklearn dataset package, another one is your matplot library. So utilizing these two
Mm-hmm.
small package. Okay. Utilizing these two small package and writing a 10 to 11 lines of code, you can visualize your practical data of your daily need. So
Okay.
this Python is so much strong actually for this kind of data analytics. And the second thing is that, always remember, any package you want to utilize it, first you have to do the pip install that package.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah,
Okay. First,
so
we need to install that package, and then we will use the defined library.
yeah, so thing is that very simple. First you install your interpreter. Go to the python dot org and install your python.exe interpreter. Second step is that you install a suitable IDE. Either it is a Anaconda. If you are a small, you want to, like, you are a small vendor, so you must utilize
Mm-hmm.
the Anaconda. Anaconda is only for you. Okay. So unless until you are developing much big software, you no need for PyCharm or VS Code, but I will prefer Anaconda. There is notebook is there. There you can install the package and utilize it, just 7 8 lines of code, 10 lines of code. That will give you a such kind of a visual effect. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So third step
Yeah.
is, so Govind, the third is very vital step. You have
Mm-hmm.
to integrate it, that exe file, means interpreter, with the IDE. Okay.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
the very vast, ultimately, as a, like, I can say, who is listening the audience, never bother what is interpreter, what is IDE. Okay. So as you
Mm-hmm.
utilize much, you will come to know what is interpreter, what is IDE. Just Google it and learn it. It is very simple. But my main motivation is to not to teach the Python from scratch. That I will do it in the later version of the thing. but my main motivation is to encourage the people for to learn the Python so that they can solve their daily problems.
Yeah,
So
that's
I hope,
important actually.
yeah, that is the thing. So my motivation is to show you that how simple these 10 to 11 lines of code and Python is there, so that you can utilize the machine learning component or classification algorithm to solve the daily problem of your life. Either you are a non-technical person or semi-technical or a technical person.
Right.
Okay. So Govind, I'm thankful to you. So today that is the discussion. So I will always say to the audience that thank you for watching us. Please go back to the first part and get motivated from the first part. So this platform we are going to build up the future uh, topics also that we will slowly upload into, but our main motivation is not to teach you the Python from scratch, but to main motivate you so that you can do the self learning into the way, so you can solve or you can utilize the Python in a way that you can solve your daily problem, and it is
Yeah.
very very
Thank you so much
very
that
simple. So
yeah,
thank you,
yeah,
Govind,
yes,
thank
yes.
you everybody.
Yeah, thank you so much for delivering the concept in the better way, which is easy to understand for the newcomer. Thank you very much.
Yeah, okay, thanks, have a nice day, Govind.
Yeah, bye.